What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So good to have you here. So, last night I got to see Deadpool and Wolverine, and this is going to be my non spoiler review. And this is very important that I stay non spoiler. And my advice to you would be avoid all spoilers as possible before you see this film, because the best way to see this movie really truly is to not know what's coming. So avoid the internet and asshole friends who will spoil the movie for you so that you'll enjoy it. Trust me, I'll tell you more about it here in a minute. But let's dive right in. And again, this is a non spoiler review. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. I love this movie. Loved it. Um, I think that it's a movie for everybody, whether you just like films like me, or if you're into comic book movies, you're gonna love this movie. But if you are a comic book fan, you are going to absolutely love this film. Absolutely. It'll be one of your favorites because it is for me. And the reason why is because of what they do in this movie. But let's break down everything I like. And I had to take notes because there are so many things I loved about this film. First is the comedy. This is a comedy, y'all. It's a buddy film, like a 48 hours or running scared. Um, but it's a comedy. And you need to know that going in. And I personally think the jokes land. I'm a huge Ryan Reynolds fan, so I might be biased, but I think the jokes land. I think Ryan Reynolds is the king at self deprivation jokes, and I think it lands. But the amount of jabs that they take on Marvel and Disney is insane, and for them to get a, I couldn't believe some of the stuff they were saying. I was like, I can't believe Disney allowed that. I can't believe Marvel was okay with it. I can't believe Kevin Feige was okay with that. It's hilarious, the stuff they say about Marvel in this film. And again, non spoiler. I wish I could share some of the jokes because it's hilarious. I loved it. I loved that Marvel was willing to take shots at itself. So it's clear that they understand that they haven't been doing very well as of late. And that's evident in this movie. Um, the relationship between Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. It's clear that they're great friends. It's clear that they love each other, and it's clear that they had a ball making this movie. Their relationship grows over time, but it feels genuine, and I really enjoyed the chemistry between the two of them. They're fantastic, and they're the whole movie. It is Deadpool and Wolverine's movie for sure, and it's their relationship is great. It's fantastic. Some of some of the stuff that you're going to see in this film is literally ripped off almost frame for frame out of a comic book. And that's why I said if you're a comic book fan, you are going to absolutely love this movie. Some of the most iconic scenes and comic book covers in this ever are in this film. Like I there were moments, and it was clear there was some people in there like me in the audience that I went with, because there were so many moments that I was like, oh my god, and everybody else in the audience was doing the same thing, like, yeah, I can't believe, and it was crazy. It was crazy the stuff that they showed in this film and the detail. I'm telling you, there were certain scenes that it literally looked like it was ripped right from the comic book page and thrown on film. Fantastic. The attention to detail in those scenes were amazing. Um, the There are a lot of inside jokes. Like I said, the comedy here lands, but there was a lot of inside jokes that were fantastically written, especially if you knew the background behind the joke itself. If you knew the story behind some of these jokes, you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, that was so intelligent, that was so smart, and so funny, so well written." Now, it might not land if you don't know the background. Like, there's gonna be some situations where you're gonna be like, I don't understand why that's so funny. When you're looking around at the audience and everyone else is like cracking up, you're like, I don't really know why that's so funny. So there are going to be some moments like that, but I knew the background of all of it, and it was freaking hilarious to me. Like I was in tears, I was crying at some of the stuff they were taking jabs at, and that what they were saying. It was fantastic. And Ryan Reynolds is so rapid fire that you almost miss some because you're already laughing at something else he said. That's why I can't wait to see this again because I know I missed some stuff. But it was so funny. I cannot wait to watch this again. Um, so cameos. It's clear. It's some of them are in the trailer. It's been advertised, so this is not a spoiler. There are definitely cameos in this film, but the cameos work, and they're the one of the things that people were worried about, myself included, is that they were just going to have cameos for the sake of having cameos. But no, these cameos serve a purpose and a major purpose in the film, like a major purpose in the film, and I really loved it. And they work. My only issue was the film was spoiled for me, so I knew who was in it, and I it was the audience when the cameos come. The reactions was I'm a little jealous at some of the reactions because it was clear they didn't know and they were loving it. Like in the audience that I went with, people were laughing and cheering and shouting. And I was just like, oh man, I looked around like, man, I want to feel that way. That's why I'm telling you, avoid spoilers because you are going to love it when they do these reveals. It was great. Now, did it ruin the movie for me? No, I still enjoyed it, but I was a little pissed that still am actually that I got robbed of that opportunity that the rest of the audience did. But the cameos, they work. It's not just for the sake of having cameos. They definitely serve a purpose. Um, Pacing was really good. Pacing was really good. I almost feel like they hit the pedal to the metal and never looked back. But yeah, this movie is great. I loved it. There's one thing that I didn't like, and I'm gonna try to say this the best way I can without spoiling it. A lot of the advertising and media was like, Marvel will not be the same after this film, and I don't really, I don't really believe that, and they don't really. Let me say this: we're in the middle of the multiverse saga, right? And all we've really had is No Way Home, Doctor Strange, Loki season 2 to really address the quantum Ant-Man and Quantum Realm. But none of these films, the multiverse saga has been all over the place, and there's still no clear direction of where this is leading to. And I was hoping that this movie would somehow do that. Will somehow go, oh, okay, this is what's next, or okay, I see where we're going with the multiverse saga. Um, I guess there's moments where you kind of see them laying the groundwork for future Avenger films, and I'm not going to spoil, but there's a moment definitely where it's like, oh, okay, I think I know where they're going with that. But that was about it. Like I really was hoping that I would get a clear, oh snap, this is where we're going. And this film didn't do that. However, what it did do is pay homage to the Fox Marvel films in a very great way, very satisfying, and definitely wrapped up that world with a bow. And now we are into the MCU. I thought they did that very well. It was very thoughtful. They didn't clown the Fox Marvel world at all. It was a great send off to those films, and now we're in the MCU with those characters. So what did I think of the movie overall? If you can't tell, this movie on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being zone out, is trash, skip it. 5 being this is fantastic, a must see. This is a 5 for me. That's an easy 5. I had a ball. Now, with that being said, again, I understand people who aren't going to say, no, this is not a perfect film. I don't even think it's perfect, but it's still a 5. But I do understand that there's going to be some people who won't like it as much as I did because some of the jokes won't land the way they landed with me, and that's okay. Everybody has their own opinion, but this was a 5 for me. I love this movie. I can't wait to see it again. Go see it. Go see it in theaters. Go with people who don't know what's happening. Don't let assholes spoil the film for you, um, because it's worth it and you're gonna have fun. It's a great time. Do me a favor. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Again, I don't want the film to be spoiled, so if you can, leave spoilers out of the comments. But let's talk about what you thought about the movie. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.